too high. Come and talk to me. I really want to be. Can I talk to you? I really want to. I put it all on her, I get it right back. She put it all on me, I couldn't fight that.
What's up, family? It's your big sis Tia Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. And to my new subbies, welcome. Thank you all for the love. You all are so appreciated. I will never get enough of telling you all that. I know you all are here today for a story time, and that's exactly what I want to give you. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and drop down below in the comment section. Leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? Y'all, I love to engage with you all on my channel. I try to respond to every single comment, even if it's a star or a fish, a heart. I leave some type of response to that. I would never get enough of telling you all I appreciate the love y'all give in my channel. Make sure y'all keep it respectful in these comments. So as you have already seen today's title, you have some idea of what this story time is going to be about. So let's get to that. Okay, so basically I'm still on the series of leave those people at work. It's just from my experiences at different jobs I've had, some more than others. Whether it was a relationship I got into with somebody that I was just like dating and talking to, whether it was friends or just having situations with different managers and administrative people, it's going to be done here on this series. So if you haven't already went and caught up with the series, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and hit up that playlist section, leave those people at work, and be sure to check out some of my other series as well. I'm going to go back eventually to talk more about the people in the other series. I don't necessarily have things going on in my job right now that's crazy, but I just kind of want to talk about some of these people. Some of these people, you got people that be trying to come back into your life for whatever reason. They're trying to pop back in. Hey, let's hang out again. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. Because if I don't currently, communicate with you on some level, we're more than likely not going to get back into a space where we're back on the times that we were on. Most times when you fall out with people, it's never really the same when y'all get back cool. And sometimes you can just pick up where you left off. But anyway, I don't care about none of that. I just want to tell this series. I just want to give y'all stories in this series, and that's what we're going to do. So this particular story is about one of my department managers at the company that I was at for so many years. And I basically already have introduced him to you guys. His name was Anthony. Anthony was like one of the department managers at this job. But y'all, Anthony was such a low-down, conniving, just downright low-down man. He was also giving pedophile vibes and just real, I don't know, he used to be, I feel like a lot of times when our people get in a position of power, they abuse the hell out of it. They feel like they're invincible. They feel like they can do whatever they want and get away with it. Because a lot of times it's always somebody saving their butt because they're trying to help them keep their job. But they don't realize that this person is really a cancer. And a lot of times the employees are afraid to go to the HR or the administrative people somewhere else. So just tell another manager that, hey, this is going on with XYZ. They feel, because it's been times, especially at this job, where you had somebody that spoke up and they labeled this person as a troublemaker or somebody that's just keeping up stuff. And a lot of times it won't even be like that. And it really be that person as a victim. And like I've mentioned before, HR is not there to protect us employees. They may come and help in certain situations, but 9 times out of 10, when you go to them, they're definitely going to do a lot of digging. And then if you have done some dirt and they did your part, they definitely going to flip it around on you. I've seen that done to people. So, y'all, hold on right quick. Hello?
Hey, this is Chelsea, the nurse practitioner at DeSoto Family Care. Is this Miss Stephanie?
No, wrong number.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, y'all, I don't know. So, yes, I don't even remember what I was saying. But, yeah, they basically be afraid to to say things to these people. Oh yeah, I was saying was HR definitely is going to be on the side of the company. Like whatever is going to keep the company name clear, that's the side they're going to go with. So they're going to do a lot of digging on you, and you better have your affairs in order with your job. Like you better not have no crazy stuff going on, because they definitely going to do some investigation, and they'll flip the whole situation around on you. Like they there for the company, and they there to protect them managers, because the managers are the face of, you know, the company in a certain capacity. So yeah, I'm just saying, HR ain't your friend. You better go to some people that's above all them. That's the problem. Like people be so afraid to put themselves out there. And a lot of times when they got rid of a cancer at the company, at this particular company, it had to be where a group of employees would gang up together to handle a situation. And they did, and it worked a lot of times, because the managers or whoever in a certain position that they was, you know, ratting on, what, even a regular employee, even another employee, a fellow employee, like they gonna do their research most definitely. They gonna be investigating some stuff you ain't gonna even know really, because they got people that come into the operations and they're like the security people in a sense. Like they basically their eyes and ears, and they're in the operation seeing everything that's going on, and they'll be out there. You're thinking they're regular employees, but it's really like people that said, I guess it's like loss prevention in a sense. How they always got somebody walking around like in retail, just keeping their eyes and ears to the operations, and they catching people stealing and doing whatever. And that's kind of how it was at this job. And in my situation, like I said, Anthony was a low down person. He was always in my business, because he tried to do whatever he was trying to do with me. I don't even say date me. I really don't know exactly what he really wanted from me, but he was trying to go out on dates and hang out outside of work. I don't know what his motives really were, but I felt like they wasn't good intentions, because I wasn't the only female that he was hitting on at work. But like I said, he was trying to draw a wedge between me, a guy I had already stopped talking to, really. He just didn't know that, because it's none of your business. But even before then, he would just be trying to do too much. Anytime he's talking to different men, he would be like, well, you don't want to talk to them. You just finding reasons to say, hey, you don't want to talk to them, or hey, you do really well. Don't worry about these men. It's just, who are you, my daddy? Like, what the hell? I'm a grown. I ain't even got to say all that, baby. I'm well over a certain age. And so what makes you feel like you can try to father me? Because we're not that far in age. And it doesn't even matter, really. It's just the fact, like, who the hell are you? Like, why are you trying to stop me from talking to certain people at this time? Those are my decisions if I want to make those. And it was because I would shoot him down. First of all, I'm not even going to do anything with you, because you're in a position over me and a whole bunch of other people. And number one, you married. You a married man with a whole family. You need to go handle that. Whatever issues you got at the house, that's what you need to fix. And that happens a lot out there. And not even just management. So many people that come to work, they're looking for whatever they're not getting at the house. And then they come in here. And then when the stuff goes south with them, they try to play victim and call the woman or the man crazy. No, you led this person on. You triggered them into a lot of bull crap. And now you ready to stop talking to them and talk to somebody else. They crazy. And you want to go to HR. It would be that crazy out there. That's why I say, man, leave them people at work. You cannot date people at the job. Because when the stuff goes south, you never know what the outcome may be. But this man would, y'all, do too much. And it had got to a point where, like I said, me and Otis really was getting into it. And it kind of trickled at work a little bit. And it was because of Otis. Like, he was bringing our business to the job. I was in the process of moving from that area completely. Like, he was still bringing up stuff. He tried to tell the senior, like, she did this and that to me. Just crazy, just lying, because I had completely stopped talking to him. At the time, I was talking to him and some other guy, because like I mentioned, he often would say, hey, I know you talk to other people, and as do I, but make sure I'm the number one person that you with. He used to say stuff like that, and so he kind of made it seem like, I think he was just so mad about the situation, he kind of made it seem like that I was just keeping up stuff between him, his baby mama, whoever else. Baby, I don't care nothing about you, your baby mama, your kid, whoever. I don't give a hell about anybody in your family. I do not care what you got going on. I tried to be friends with you, but it just cannot work. And because I liked him so much, I felt like I needed to just cut off any type of connection to him. Even though we was co-workers, at this point, I knew that it would be easier for me to do so because I was leaving the area. But it's like he was trying to give me hell before I left that area. So I said, oh, okay. Y'all trying to make it uncomfortable. And I feel like they was in cahoots with each other, but so much crap was happening while I was still over there before I can leave, because they'll hold you for 30 days before they let you go to another area. But in my case, I actually could have been moved quicker because of the situation. But my manager really wanted me to stay because they needed me over there for whatever reason. She was so mad that I was the one they needed to leave him over there. That I was the one that had to leave him over there. But I'm like, no, it was my choice to leave. I feel like I just need to change of pace. I want to get away from over here anyway, because all these people know some stuff that happened between him. So I just, it's not like I'm trying to completely run from all that drama, because it still will follow you. But it's just the fact that I feel like I need to see some new faces, just so I won't even think too much about the stuff that's going on with me and Otis and whoever else. So yeah, I feel like they were trying to make my life hell. I said, okay, I got them. And y'all, I do a lot of YouTube watching. Like, that's like TV for me. And I'm sure a lot of people that has a platform on here, or not even just somebody that's trying to have a platform, you watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, it's movies, it's everything on here. And I started seeing these people talk about like hoodoo and voodoo and just all kinds of like spells and stuff. I mean, you see it. I've known about it forever, you know, and known people that have practiced it. And they say it's dangerous. Like, I started, you know, watching more videos. I started trying to do my own little research. I found like these metaphysical stores here in my city. So I started going to some of those. I went in there first to just buy like incense and candles, because they have the best incense, y'all. I also purchased this book. It was Candle Magic or something like that. Yeah, I purchased that book. I started reading stuff in that book, just trying to, you know, do a little research on it. And so I started following channels on YouTube that showed you how to start candle spell work. Basically for beginners, people that would say a baby witch, a beginner witch, or whatever you want to call it. They have so many other names for it, y'all, but I'm just going to say witch for the sake of the video, because people may not know what I'm talking about. But so yeah, basically, yeah, just doing spell work, whatever. I get deep into that, y'all. Then I find some stuff that I found interesting that I feel like I can do easily, because I needed results quick. So I got my candles. I got all the other little oils and things like that. I found like some place in my room to make me an altar. Yes, y'all, I did the most, because you needed an altar to practice this. Then I got like other little ingredients and things I needed. And I found out different spells about just putting things in a jar. It was so many different things I found that I found interested. And I was like, I'm going to try a couple of different methods. But they say you have to be careful with that, because if you overdo it, it will have reverse effects. And then you also have to be careful and do these other type of protection spells on yourself, because it most definitely can have other side effects. And you never know if somebody is doing spell work on you. So yes, y'all, it's so much to that. But anyway, so I got all my stuff. And so I wrote down my intentions. It's just so much you can do for this stuff to work. So I got all my little stuff together, y'all. Did my little chance things or whatever over it or whatever, and I just let it be. And so I had an issue where me and Otis had got into it outside of work. Like, we had really got into some stuff like that. And so I was at his house or whatever. I was at his house. I was over there. We was talking or whatever. And we just got into it really bad or whatever. And so I broke like his door. I broke the door. I wasn't trying to break it. Like, I broke the glass out of his, like, the little storm door outside the big door. Like, that's the storm door. Yeah, I broke the glass out of one of those, y'all. So he blew it up, made it seem like I came and tried to do some crazy stuff to him. Like, he called the police or whatever. And so I left him over there. Called the police, whatever. I left him over there. And so, so when I finally did get in contact with them, they finally got in contact with me, I was like, no. I went over there. I was hanging out over there. We was talking, you know, because, you know, we wanted to make peace with each other. Like, I'm like, look, I don't have no bad blood against you, but you invited me over there. Like, he invited me there. He invited me there. We were just talking. We was actually just sitting outside chilling. And so, I'm explaining what's going on with them. And so they was like, well, he wanted to try to press charges or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what we do. I'm like, oh, okay, I was right. This man is trying to make my life hell because I decided to stop talking to him. He's trying to sabotage me, him and Anthony. That instantly came to my mind because what the hell? And I say Anthony because Anthony knew about this stuff before. Like, when I got back to work the next week, Anthony come finding me, telling me, hey, what happened with y'all? That the police had to get involved. Like, he was like, yeah, you're going to have to go ahead and move from over here. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's what I want to do anyway. I said, y'all was the one trying to hell on me over here. I said, I don't trust you as my department manager. I don't feel like you have all the employees' best interests. I feel like you a man trying to play victim, trying to make us women look bad. Because, like I said, when you go complain on these managers, especially these males, they try to label you as somebody you not. Like, they try to do the most. And when they feel like they got a little one up on you, especially this man, because he has so many situations at this company. So when he got his little opportunity to try to sabotage a woman and get his get back, I felt like he tried to make me the example. No, baby, we ain't even had no dealings, so what is you doing? So basically, anyway, we had a little situation, whatever, and like I said, this car, he started trying to press charges on me or whatever. But we actually went to court, and he was like, well, no, I was just mad or whatever. I don't want to press charges. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, yes, we actually had to go to court and everything. Because, like I said, and depending on how the outcome was, I could have lost my job for real. But it wasn't even that, though. So, because he went there, and he was like, no, I just felt bad. I felt the way. I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically, it did not happen or whatever. And so I go back to thinking about the spell work I done. Because I honestly feel like whatever I did or whatever I said worked in my favor, because all of this stuff could have went left. Like, I got out of the situation with the court or whatever. Because he tried to basically press charges, trying to get like a restraining order or whatever. Even though he invited me to his house, he tried to make it seem like that I was over there trying to do some stuff to him. So, y'all, I was furious, but I had to play it cool because I'm like, I don't want to be back in this situation. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to go to jail. So, I was furious in this courtroom. Even though he caught himself trying to play nice and be like, no, I don't want to do this to her, I started really thinking back about the spell work I done. Like, it really did work for me. Because this could have went another way. And so, some time had went on. I left from over in that area. And so, I started hearing all these things about Anthony again, doing some other crazy stuff. I said, you know what? I am so sick of this man. Somebody need to make an example out of him. So, I do some other little things. Like, I researched some more. And so I put some crazy stuff in did some little candle work on my altar and in a jar. Can't tell y'all what that is. I really do not know, honestly though. But I just can't tell y'all what that is. Even if I did, I wouldn't do all that. But so yeah, when I say y'all, I honestly feel like this was working because all hell broke loose over there. The area started getting real crazy. Like, the volume was crazy with Fred over there. He had people leaving the area. He had managers stepping down. It was so much other stuff going on with these packages. So much crazy was going on in this work area. He almost lost his job over there. But like I said before in another story, before they fire you, they're going to try to move you around. And if it's so bad that they have to take some type of action, before they fire you. But if it gets so bad, they're going to either demote you out of your position or make you move around. But like I said, for some reason, for a few years, this job was having a hard time finding department managers or people that was, you know, fit for the position, or certain managers and certain, like, they were just going through some shit. I don't know. But I felt like whatever it was that I did was working, because that stuff went F. And even after all of that, and when he finally moved to an area where I was, like, close to my area, he was going through it, y'all. He was going through it. That man eventually got fired from out there. And honestly, I'm not going to say it was my spell work that got him fired. Could have contributed. But I feel like all of the stuff that he was doing finally caught up with him. That karma caught up with him. Like, y'all. I know I didn't say a whole lot about the spell work. I know some of y'all probably want to know exactly what I did for this stuff to happen. I'm not going to say that, because I honestly can't remember everything. I'm just saying, do your own research. But y'all be careful, because that stuff is dangerous. And I will say that it can backfire, turn around on you. You have to know how to do protection spells on yourself. Or I'm just saying, you have to know how to protect yourself. And a lot of times when you do a lot of this stuff, you have to know how to break it. Because especially if it comes back and it's bad, you got to know what to do to break that. And then for certain spells, you have to continue to do them. Like, not saying like back to back to back. But over time, if you're trying to keep somebody in a situation, you got to continue to do that. Like, I didn't want that. And I didn't want that karma coming back on me. Like, I just didn't want that. And then I feel like a lot of people say, oh, you know, voodoo is not of God. But people did stuff like that. If you look in the Bible for real and read it, they did stuff very similar. Very similar. It's just that when people turn it and make it something negative is when it's looked at in a bad light. Like they say witches or whatever. If you believe into all that stuff. I just feel like when people take stuff and make it a negative, then it would be a negative. So yeah, I was using it for whatever. For, you know, I'm not going to say I was doing it for like a bad outcome on the person. I just wanted them to leave me the hell alone and keep my name out their mouth. Basically, that's how I felt. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to even be thought about. I don't even want these people to think about me. And that's basically kind of what I did. I want to get out of whatever situation somebody's trying to put me in. Because like I said, somebody can be doing spell work on you and you might not know that. Or they can be manifesting certain things into your life. Like speaking negative of your life. You don't even have to be doing candle magic and things like that. Somebody can, the tongue is powerful. Somebody can be speaking these things over your life. And if you're a weak person or weak host, I feel like it can, whatever it is that they're putting out there can attach itself to you. Think about that movie, y'all, The Conjuring. That host, that whatever that was, attacked the person they felt was weak. And it was like, in the first one, I believe, it was a mother that it attached itself to because she wasn't the strongest. And I feel like that happens in life for real. When you're in a very vulnerable position and you're considered weak-willed and you just give up at the moment of you give up at the sign of anything that you feel like you can't fix or handle, you just want to give up. Those negative energies and spirits just attaches themselves to you and you stay in that mindset. So yes, y'all, I felt like whatever it was, I went through whatever I had to go through, because I had some moments where I felt like I was being attacked. I really did. I can say it might have been, you know, coming back to me in a fold in a sense, and I didn't realize it. But y'all, don't do that stuff. But I honestly felt like it worked out for me. And I was able to watch this person go through what they felt like they deserved. I felt like that. I don't care what you say, judge me all you want. I felt like that man was an evil person. And he got exactly what he deserved. Whether it was my little spell work that helped it, whatever. I hope he ain't too crazy right now. I don't wish bad on nobody. But at that time, I was hurt. I felt like these men were trying to sabotage me because I didn't want to have no dealings with them. And I feel like the senior conspired with all this to make himself look a certain way and try to get his get back on a woman because they was making him look bad. No, you were making yourself look bad because you a nasty person. You a lot of other things that I'm trying not to say on my channel, y'all. I'm trying my best not to be doing a whole bunch of like profanity on my channel. I really don't want to. Even though to some people they probably like it, but I'm trying not to do that. I want to keep it kind of clean. It might not be 100%, but I'm trying to get to that point. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, like I tell y'all, if you ever experience some situations like this, if you ever tried to do your version of demon, you ever tried to do your version of hoodoo, voodoo, whatever you trying to call it, spell magic, spell work, whatever you call it. Let's talk about that in the comment section. But keep it respectful, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I don't want to have to get on here and block nobody. That's doing way too much. I don't want to have to filter that. We all adults. But, baby, don't come for me because you don't really know me for real. I'm just saying. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Before y'all leave, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscription button. You coming in, you watching me, especially y'all that tune in with me each time I post. You love me. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on your post bell notifications so you will know exactly when I post. Thank y'all so much for the love. And I'll see you out in my next one. Bye.